Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show. I'm Dominic Konoveski, and all I have seen on Yankees Twitter over the course of the past week are potential replacements for Aaron Boone, who all happen to be former players of the New York Yankees. You have Alex Rodriguez being brought up, Derek Jeter, still people out there think Don Mattingly would be a good fit. And then, of course, you have the Joe Girardi loyalists who still think that Girardi, despite failing with the Phillies, could come back to New York and fix things. One thing I do have to say is Girardi had players take accountability. As far as we know, Aaron Boone doesn't. He says things go on behind closed doors. He doesn't want it publicized. But as far as us fans are seeing, nothing is changing. Okay, you put the game on for just a half inning, whether the Yankees are playing defense or offense, and you could see every single problem wrong with the team in that defensive or offensive category. Defensive-wise, you have countless needless errors and multiple mental mistakes. Offense, you could walk the first three batters you face in the lineup and get three straight outs because somehow the Yankees manage to find themselves to always get into their own outs. It's embarrassing. It's like they don't know the fundamentals of baseball. But how much is Aaron Boone just gonna avoid the elephant that's been in the room now for how many seasons? And especially going back to the World Series against the Dodgers, it seems like the Yankees have been walking on eggshells ever since. Okay, then you have the Red Sox series that just ended horribly for the Yankees. Never even got going good for the Yankees. That fell into the Angels series. We're now in early August. Yankees have been in a swoon now for what, 7? Going on 8 weeks? Nothing's changed. Yankees traded for what, 7 players at the deadline? Already, one is on the IL. That's Austin Slater. And then the other has been optioned down to AAA. That's Jake Board, who overall, since becoming a Yankee, I know he had a high ERA as it is and a high career ERA, but since becoming a New York Yankee in the majors, he's posted a 27 flat ERA. And then Judge is coming back, but even when Judge, right before he got on the IL, he wasn't hitting either. He was hitting below the 245 mark in his last, 14 games before the IL stint. This team is a mess. It's an utter mess. And Aaron Boone is not going to be fired mid-season. Everyone's calling for him, asking, when is Boone going to be fired? Let me remind you, he signed a contract extension over the offseason. So Aaron Boone, especially with over 40 games left of this regular season, Aaron Boone is not going to be fired midway through. The team is going to give him a chance to turn things around. But you have the Texas Rangers knocking on New York's door for that last wild card spot. The Yankees have been so bad. They're now a third-place team in the American League East, just holding on to a playoff spot. And obviously, if the Yankees miss the playoffs, that would be the second time in 3 years that they've missed it. Or what I think will more than likely happen is they barely squeeze their way into the playoffs and have a very forgettable exit. This is not a championship caliber team. It's not. It's not. But the thing is, though, firing Aaron Boone isn't going to do absolutely nothing. You need to fire Brian Cashman. And yes, Cashman, in my opinion, had a very solid trade deadline. Very solid trade deadline. I don't think we should have gave up what we did for Jake Board, but nonetheless, it was a very solid trade deadline. But how is it, though, you have these guys who have had very solid seasons come over to the Yankees in that first game that they're playing as a Yankee, everything collapses. They're playing like a true Yankee. It's nonsensical. But in order to improve things, you not only have to fire Aaron Boone, but you need to move on as well from Brian Cashman. I love the Yankees. I believe in the Yankees. But what is the true matter, the fact, is that the New York Yankees, despite having a very strong start of the season, building up a massive lead in what was then a very mid tier, you could even say mediocre American League East, has now fallen back to earth. They have crashed in a massive fiery explosion, and the Yankees simply cannot play baseball right now, at least not consistently. And then you have game one of the series against the Texas Rangers. They would play with a chip on their shoulder. No. Instead, once again, it's Devin Williams struggling. Yankees lose an extra. Another heartbreaking loss. Another loss of morale loss. When will things change for the Yankees? They're too analytical. Anthony Volpe should have been sent down to AAA to have things figured out. Look at what the Mets did with Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez is playing slightly better now, at least. He was able to fix things, refine his swing at AAA. I still don't think it's that late. It's too late to send Anthony Volpe down. I mean, you have the September call-up. Send him down for a week or two. See what he could improve on. But no, they're not, because even though Anthony Volpe has struggled defensively, he's nowhere anywhere close to the room of what was his Gold Glove season his rookie year. But the Yankees will not send him down because now his bat is starting to wake up, even though he's still batting way below 240. But that's okay, though, because he hit a few home runs here and there. This Yankee team is a joke. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm Dominic Konoveski. Take it easy, folks.